We're the Year Out, and today we're bringing a video, big and little questions. Today's little question is, how do I spend one-on-one time with Jesus? And our big question is, can God really forgive my sin? We've got some of the people at National Youth for Christ to answer these at our recent training as a part of the Year Out. So I hope you enjoy. Here we go.
How do I spend one-on-one time with God and manage that time? So the way I've done that, I've started something new where I actually pray a lot when I go to work. Actually, in my car is the time I've really been pressing into God and really been praying. So I go through the Lord's Prayer. I break it up. I break the Lord's Prayer down, and then I go through the points, and then just run through it that way. I also pray in the shower. I love a shower prayer. And yeah, you just find little ways, little pockets to introduce God into little tiny things you can do each day, and that's what I try and do.
How do I spend one-on-one time with Jesus? I find a time in the morning, I find a place that I'm going to sit, and I have a reading plan. So every morning I have a space, like a little chair downstairs in my living room that I love to go and sit. I get my Bible reading plan and just be really intentional with the time that I spend in the morning with Jesus, because if I don't do it then I'm not going to do it throughout the day. So for me, it's set a time, set a place, set a plan. That's how I spend one-on-one time with Jesus.
So every morning I wake up, I go to my Bible, I read a psalm, and then I do my daily Bible reading. I've got a little booklet that tells me what to read, and then it explains some of the verses that I read, and that really helps me get my focus, start the day right, and really go into the day focusing on God.
So that's the question, can God really forgive sin? I full-heartedly believe that God can forgive sin. And the reason why I believe that God can forgive sin is because of Jesus and how Jesus died on the cross. When sin was first brought into the world, it created a barrier between us and God and us to have a relationship with Him. And this barrier is what keeps us away from God, is sin. The thing is, when Jesus came, was brought to earth, and He fulfilled the promises that were made about Him in the Old Testament, about how He was to be this new bridge. When Jesus died on the cross and He rose again, He defeated sin. So I can be good with God because I have a relationship with Jesus, which is the bridge towards God. And that is how I know that God can forgive sin, is because Jesus, I know Him personally, I know Him, that He is my bridge to God, and that I can have a relationship with both God and Jesus. So yeah, be free.
And I think that's a massive question for some of us. Maybe we feel like we've messed up and we've gone too far wrong, and we think, how is it possible that I've done this and I've messed up but God can forgive me? And I think that the ultimate example of forgiveness that we have is Jesus. The way that He forgave those that persecuted Him, and ultimately the reason that He came, the reason that He lived and died on the cross and rose from the dead was so that He could take the punishment for our sins, and that would never separate us from God again, and that we could have this eternal relationship with Jesus. And so I think forgiveness is a beautiful thing because Jesus has demonstrated it. The Bible tells us that we should forgive others as God has forgiven us. And so the answer is absolutely yes, God can forgive us for our sins. The letter 1 John 1 says, if we confess our sins, He, God, is faithful and just, will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. And I've experienced forgiveness in my life for things that I've done. I've experienced freedom from shame for some of the things that I've done. There's a story, and it's a really powerful story. It's quite a personal story. My husband lost his granddad. His granddad was actually murdered. His granddad owned a garage, was like the mechanic in the garage, and one night some guys came to rob the garage, and his granddad tried to stop them, and in the process they ran his granddad over and his granddad died. And Josh's dad was with his granddad in the garage at that time, and he experienced the whole thing, and later on Josh's dad was interviewed, and he said that he forgave the people that had murdered his dad. So Josh's granddad, he forgave them because he experienced forgiveness of Jesus in his own life, and he knew that he was called to forgive others. I think forgiveness is a beautiful thing because it sets us free. When we release the bitterness that we have when someone hurts us, it sets us free. And when we release that, we can love others better in the way that God loves us. So the question is, can God forgive my sins? Absolutely. Forgiveness is something that we receive and that we're called to give out to others. And in turn, we glorify God when we give forgiveness to others.